Number 15 for George gets to the basket. It's been a struggle.
Up against an excellent defender. Boy, if you're the coach of the Sixers, that would be a bright spot for you.
And a lob from Glenson to Huck 40. Almost coughed it up in the opening possession. Quentin Grimes, former Knick, playing his 8th game since coming over in a trade with down.
Dribble handoff, every screen they set to him.
Brunson pulls up the 3 and nails it. Maxey challenging Brunson, swatted by both Hart and Huck 40 out of bounds. Going to stay with Philly.
Right, 2-on-1, you're going for the 3, not the layup.
Entry pass to Bridges for the slam. Philly has missed its last 7 shots after starting 2 for 2. And an early 7-point deficit. Nick Nurse, as Oubre scores, the Philly.
Tom Thibodeau said this week they've been without their starting center for 52 games. Now, Tom told us when Mitchell returns, he'll come off the bench in short spurts. For this team to figure out about themselves in the final 24 games with the hopes that there are more peaks and valleys on the way to the playoffs. Dave, for us.
5 assists here in the opening frame. Brunson driving downhill, and Bona comes over for the swat.
I'll tell you what.
The ball on the way up still.
I'm on the offensive end, 1 on the defensive end.
Rookie out of UCLA, 2nd-round pick. Shot clock at 2. Bridges corner 3. Got it! Bridges. So it's Bridges versus Oubre right now. Leaning in, Brunson gives it up. Bridges wide open, mid-range is good.
Come on.
1 minute to play in the first. Oubre gets deep, stripped by McBride. Got it back. And Oubre gets 2 more. Drawing easy path to the goal and the stuff.
That's one of the things Tom Thibodeau was talking about to us pregame is, Drummond can be a handful.
He hasn't been cleared yet to participate. He just spoke to medical this morning. He just wanted to be in shorts and basketball shoes. Just
in the game against Serbia, Nikola Jokic specifically, but really didn't look like himself there either.
Maxey, great finish with the Cavaliers. 1 more with the Celtics. They're also 1-2 against Detroit. That right now would be the first-round matchup starting today. Side out of bounds, with that being the first foul on the Knicks. Maxey hesitates, fires and hits. Knicks with their largest lead at 16. 5 minutes to go in the first half. They've extended the lead with Bridges and Brunson on the bench. Achua with a one-handed slam. We'll play Friday at Memphis. Shot clock inside of 5. Council on the cut. Gives it up to Bona, and he throws it down to beat.
Think about how hard he had to work to shake that defender.
He's never in a hurry as George hits it. Shot clock inside of 10. Corner 3 is there for Kelly Oubre, who's got 17 here in the first half.
Boy, looking like the years he was all defense.
And a great pass with Drummond sneaking down court and then accidentally.
Don't pick the pivot, don't get happy feet, be patient.
Like good defense there too, forced the turnover. Tibbs really likes him. He talked glowingly about him with his pregame. Nice seal there too to keep Drummond away. Brunson spinning. Lost the handle for a moment. Gathers. Great footwork. And carries the ball away.
Oubre's energy, you had 19 points. That's the most and a half this season. But he just emphasized that they need more from Paul George and Maxey, and that they're getting good looks. They just need to
For his career at this point is as much for the games missed as the basketball brilliance.
Anunoby who gets the layup. What a great pass that time by Anunoby. In the corner, shot clock at 3. Brunson sees it, hoists it, and hits it. Bridges trailing 3. It's gone. 24 for Mikal Bridges. Back to a 15-point lead. Maxey foul counted. A chance at a 3.
I mean, this is going to sound completely biased. J.J. Redick, Coach of the Year, along with J.B. Bickerstaff. He's a candidate.
Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah.
Ime Udoka cleaning up inside. Is Anunoby. Pull a lot of the coach's spots.
And not quiet.
Turnover, Maxey all the way for the slam.
No, he's in my rear view. And then he's going to get his body onto yours, and it's over.
One of the smartest players in the league. Maxey felt the contact. Banks 15 feet. Maxey driving and getting that one to fall. He's starting to heat up mostly. Puts it on the floor. Pull-up jumper. Front rimmed it. Drummond got the rebound. Quick outlet, Paul George. In transition, look at it take. Drives, hangs, and count the baskets. It was 11-6. And this is a huge game for the Knicks after getting hammered by the top two teams in the East.
Is real.
4 quick points out of the timeout for New York. Maxey drive and dish. Three-pointer good. And then 30 seconds of game time break. But they had 2 called timeouts as well. So we'll see how long Tibbs keeps him on the bench. Maxey Anunoby moves to his left. Fires. Too strong in the triple try. Tapped out though by Achua to Brunson. Brunson beats the defender and scores. The worst three-point shooting game of his career. 0 for 8. The previous worst was earlier this year against Orlando. 0 for 7. George lob for Drummond. It's a 4-point game.
As a playmaker.
Announced today on his podcast that he's not going to do that anymore. He's going to just focus on basketball the rest of the season. Hart with a hang in. I'm going to get it, but Edwards keeps it. George around the screen. Downhill. Tough shot, but it falls for Paul George.
Wow, that is a ridiculous. He's calling for the end one on the way up the floor. Now Oubre gets a steal.
With those long arms. 3-on-2. Spot up 3. George drills it.
To be in contention going forward.
They're 2 games out of the play-in tournament. Maxey trying to give Philly its first lead. George and Maxey back to the other point, combining for 35 this half. George misses a 3, kept alive though by Drummond. Oubre lets it fly and nails it. Got 18 here in the second half. Philly has scored on his last 5 trips. Maxey puts it up and scores. Approaching 2 to go. Brunson dancing with it, driving. 1-on-3. In trouble. Doesn't matter. Finds a way to get it. Calling for a clear out with a shot clock inside of 10. Pull up. Hit. Jalen Brunson around and down for 3. Does he trust that injured hand here? Instead puts it on the floor. Misses it. Drummond goes back up. Head blocked. Brunson foul called on George as Brunson gets control. Maxey is starting in the backcourt. He comes to get it with a full head of steam and gets to the rim and scores to make it a 3-point game. Inbound to Anunoby. Got past Paul George for the slam. He's lost 9 in a row. And it was Jalen Brunson's heroics. The Knicks needed a spark late. They were fading.